In the close bumper-to-bumper action of stock car auto racing, one thing can be expected: spectacular accidents that occur on a near weekly basis. And with that being said, today we will look at my top 5 crashes in the history of the NASCAR Can Pro Series West. Now, the wrecks you're going to see are going to be judged upon the spectacle of the wreck, how insane they were, and due to the nature of the series being around for so long, I can only use specific wrecks like those that we have footage of. So some accidents like Bill Elliott Evergreen back in the late 80s you won't see on this list. Now without further wait, let's dive in. Number 5. For the opening entry of our list, we'll look at one big wreck quite literally. At the start of 2016 Carnell's 200 at the Sonoma Raceway, a big accident on the start ruined the chances of several drivers in the event, including the Bill McAnally teammates of Todd Gilliland and Chris Eggleston. And for others, their day was finished, including Johnny Borneman III. Now let's take a look.
Here they come, out onto the front straightaway. Green flag, and we're racing. Here's Sonoma already. We've got cars scattering on the front straightaway into the wall, and we're going to clog it up right here at the start-finish line. Oh, my.
Oh, man, that is not what you want to see from Todd Gilliland and Chris Eggleston, both involved here, your points leader and second in points. Wow, disaster here on the front stretch. It looked like something happened to Todd Gilliland's car. He got picked up, either he missed a shift or something, and got spun around.
Now this one's up here for 2 reasons. 1, it's a flip, which are always big, and 2, for the area and where on track it occurred. And for any long-time fan of the series or crash compilation viewer, probably don't know the crash you're about to see here at Sonoma Raceway. Let's take a look.
Jamaican Pride is not giving any ground at all.
They got to remember, trouble back in the back.
Ryan Foster turns it around. Still no caution.
Cars keep going underway. Oh, my!
That's Jeff Jefferson on his roof.
Barrel rolls. Hard roll. Wow. Look at the window net comes down. He looks like he's okay. He just pulled the window net of that race car down, and man, did he go for a ride.
What a ride by Jeff Jefferson.
Jeff trying to climb out of that race car with all his safety equipment. It's hard to get turned out that window, but it looks like Jeff is okay.
Wow, listen to the crowd, would you?
Crowd applauses. Man, what a ride that was. He just launched over them turtles.
Jeff Jefferson, great short track racer from Washington State.
It's the mogul here, pretty much out of control. Nothing he can do. Hard down on the right front. Man, hard impact. The roof flaps come up, but at that point it was too late.
His teammate right behind him in that 10 car, Jim Warren.
Another tribute to the roll cages of these race cars. NASCAR has got these bars and the placement of these bars just right. Look at that barrel roll. Wow.
2 seconds budget.
The action on track can be hot, but sometimes it can be even hotter. For number 4, we're going to be taking a look at one spicy wreck from 1999. Let's dive in.
That's where Ricky Craven lost so much time. We've got another caution flag. Is that Eric Norris? Not Brendan gone.
Well, here's the 7 car. Whoa! Contact. It's Gary Smith. The back of that car, number 7, comes in and is completely sheared away. Erupts in flames. That's the Bernie Hilber Pontiac Grand Prix, and now Gary Smith will dive out of the window as a safety crews there. Gary moves away from the flames in the back of that car. Let's show you again what happened just moments ago to bring out this 4th caution.
We're just going a little bit of contact between Brandon Ash and 23. He goes up, touches the left rear of Gone, and backs that thing in the fence hard. Now the car's going straight, but folks, you just can't control a car that's this badly damaged and as addled as you are because you made contact. Now as he comes back across the racetrack, all of a sudden, Gary Smith spins backwards, and right in the back of the car, both those, the fuel tank is already almost out of the 20 car, and had nothing to protect it. And when Gary Smith backed into that, instant flame.
Watch the car spin around. You begin to see some flame from the back of the car. There comes Smith's Pontiac. Boom. Fuel cell against fuel cell, and that's the results. That inferno immediately extinguished in the back of some of those cars, and safety crews there right away.
Fortunately, both drivers have gotten out of their cars. Here it is again. Wow, it was a hard lick.
Now from the in-car camera on the Great Clips Pontiac of Christian Elder.
There we see the 7 car. Gets Gary Smith. I think Smith might have got touched from the back, Ned.
Might have, because it went around pretty quickly.
Yeah. Very possible Gary Smith did get touched from the back.
As he was slowing down
to try to avoid this accident in front of him. Yeah. There's a lot of damage to that car already, and wow.
For the final 2 entries on our list, both these are up here for a very similar reason. They're both at road courses, they're both in Winston Cup combination events, and both feature drivers getting a little too close to the spectators. Thankfully, nobody was injured in any of these crashes, but you'll see why I've placed these 2 at the top of the list. Let's look.
Whoa! And Derek Cope has gone up over the tire barrier, up over a bank, and the Fingerhut Ford. Oh my goodness! That is a wild ride. Let's see what happens.
Well, it was side by side with John Krebs.
Oh.
John Krebs goes, wow.
Oh yeah.
Out through there in front of Derek Cope.
And the car overturned several times. So our concern isn't about Derek Cope. He's okay. Our concern is John Krebs. Here it is again from Derek's in-car camera.
There we see Jeff Bodine is able to get alongside Krebs. This is going down towards turn 4. Now, Cope is going to try to make the pass as well. But I think Krebs doesn't realize he's there. They make contact, and which turns both cars straight. Man, oh man, what's that car flipping?
Yeah, it flipped high into the air, rolled over in the air, and then when it landed, it was on its wheels. Just an unbelievable crash.
Changed over the years, but we have to point out that the cars are so different today. They will take more abuse than the cars did back in those days, and there's a whale of a lot of competition out there as well.
Here is a car into the fence hard. We can't get a number. It's Ruben Garcia.
Has come outside of the racetrack into the corner of really the corner of the grandstand.
Oof, boy, it's a miracle that the car did not go into an area of spectators right down here. This is right to the left of, rather the right of our broadcast booth. And it's an area where there is no guardrail. There is an opening as the cars come off of corner number 9 before the guardrail begins to protect the spectators here on the front stretch. And he has crashed through a tire barrier and is also right in front of the scoring stand.
And it looks like that's a place that it looked like it would be impossible to get into, Bob, with the race car, but don't know what position he got into that threw him over in that direction. So let's see if we can pick it up and see what did happen as he's coming off of the track. He's out of control as we see him coming across there.
Now watch him.
He hits that barrier, just the corner of it, and the car goes up into the air, hits the other concrete wall barrier there, and right in, almost into the spectator area. And you can see the spectators scrambling for safety. It looks like, from our vantage point here, that they were okay, thank God.
They sure did scramble to get out of the way, though, as he broke through a concrete barrier. But it appears as if, and we haven't received any word from any of the safety officials, but it appears as if everybody is okay. There was some catch fencing there protecting the racetrack from the spectators. Let's go to Dick Berggren.
Bob, from my vantage point, that looks like exactly what happened, that the safety measures did indeed protect the spectators. In fact, there is a wall that's between where the spectators are and where Garcia's car went, and that is a key factor in keeping everybody okay in this particular situation.
So a very unusual accident here as we see it again. That's Ruben Garcia coming off the course just out of turn number 9, going through this guardrail, scattering the tires, going through some catch fencing, breaking through a concrete barrier. But again, there is catch fencing then that protects that area from the spectators, and that's what apparently has prevented any serious spectator injuries.
And that was one of our ESPN camera cables that was snapped as well as he went in there. Boy, that is a very rare type of a situation.
Boy, and to think that he went through such a narrow opening there is just hard to believe.
And through 2 walls.
Yeah.
Okay, here we're going to see it at normal speed, and you can see he's coming through there at a pretty good clip. He knocks that wall down, hits that one, and the spectators begin to scramble as quickly as they can. Of course, as you mentioned, there is a wire fence, but just in front of where the car stopped. So that certainly had to work to the advantage of the spectators there, and perhaps caught some of the debris, some of the block that was flying from that wall.
Ruben Garcia, the driver involved, as now we see the number 19 car of Chad Little shown as the leader of the race, but we are under caution for the 4th time with a total of 29 laps completed in the Budweiser 400.
Now, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in and watching. If you guys have any other ideas for top 5s or top 10 lists you would like to see, please comment them in the comments below. Now, thank you guys all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any other ideas for a top 5, top 10 list you would like to see yourself, please comment that in the comment section below. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night, ladies and gentlemen.